Yeah, 2 week from the last video I took. It's about like, damn, what time is it? 7:55 in the morning. So we're having an early start to this. I'm just trying to get this done, knocked out. I want to drive this freaking car already, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start pick up where I did from the last video. I think I was gonna do the wiring harness. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I'm gonna go ahead and do the wiring harness, take it out, connect everything up, mount everything, and from there run the lines and get this thing on bags already, dude. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I took the wood out. It's a process, dude. I don't even want to show it on video how it's done, but that's possible. Anyways, I bought these little clamps to I think I got it from Ace Hardware, to be able to mount the harness down so it has like, you know, no looseness down here. I'm gonna use regular screws for that, nothing too thick that'll go past this wood because I don't want to freaking puncture the fabric. But I want to test it out without the bag so I know everything's good. At least shoots air out, and then from there, once I know everything's working good and dandy, because I still need to do the drain, I'll go with the bags, install those. I'm not sure if I'll do that in that video. On this video, I might do at the end, maybe, depending how long this thing is. Probably shut up, probably get it done, huh? All right, let's get this going. This is how that looks right now. It's already plugged into the management underneath, if it's even showing, but trust me, it's already plugged in. But what I wanted to show you guys before, what I was talking about, these clamps, this is literally all I'm doing, getting a screw, holding it down so it doesn't like have any play. And I didn't crank it down either, I just used a regular drill. You can see it still has some gap, just so they don't like, I don't know, poke to the side, and it holds them perfectly fine. So then I use zip ties to just kind of tidy everything up so it's not all crazy over the place. I knew exactly what I needed to put and where. So if I needed to put like multiples like this, I can, instead of like having one and one and one, if that makes sense, just all at once, because there's different sizes. And then from there, just screw down the relays for both compressors. Like I said, these are for like the pressure monitor sensors. I don't have them, so I'm just gonna bend this back, screw it down there, out of sight, out of mind, somewhere up here. And then the rest of that goes to the front for the remote signal and the power to the rest of the actual management. And I should be ready to go. Should be. Alright, so the whole time lapse I was basically just clamping everything down, and I didn't even have any like sort of way of how it's supposed to go. I just thought it looked clean. I don't know if in the video you guys saw when I took it back off here, because I forgot this part doesn't technically have a dip in it, so I had to you guys remember that, like plain part of that right here. So that should be enough. Hopefully nothing gets pinched. And then one thing I did want to mention, guys, all the parts I said earlier in the video, I think it was last week, the exposed, just cover everything with heat shrink. You just don't, over here, cover with the electrical tape because it's still showing. This is a ground, so whatever touches metal, it really won't matter. But anything power wise that you see that might just affect something like this, I cover it up because it's a signal, so I don't want one day this ground out and it send a signal to something and then turn on when it's time it's supposed to be on, and just, you know, just glitch everything out. But yeah, guys, just heat shrink everything. Peace of mind, honestly. But yeah, everything else is really ready to go. I just need to wire this up and ground this out, or basically just splice them in together right here for the main battery power, like I was mentioning. And then yeah, everything else is wired up. Alright, so I got everything finished up. Took a while because this stuff requires a lot of heat. It's a little bit bigger gauge wire, but did the best I could. It's already heat shrinked up and everything, covered out of the way. Damn, bro. But yeah, so all I did was for the power for the relay and the ground for the compressor, I just linked it in with the battery power. The only thing I need is a signal wire to run through the car by the door jamb. That one's for the remote. This for the battery power. Other than that, still need to run the drain out to right here. No big deal, I guess. And then I still need to run the front air lines, actually. Run them through here to the entire car. That shouldn't take too long though. I've done it multiple times, so probably like quick 5 minutes. I say that, watch it take like freaking 3 hours. So right now what I did, I drilled in 2 holes. One is for the exhaust and one is for the drain for the tank itself, because they're both going outside. So right now, I know I didn't just drill holes. I do not like drilling holes in a stock car, but previous owner apparently had the time of his life. I don't know what they're trying to do, but yeah, they just drilled holes wherever for the fun of it. So I took it into my own hands and just drilled some bigger that they had right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get some flex tape so I can put some behind the threads right here, so it doesn't like get moisture buildup or anything like that, or just in general, and then cover up all these holes with flex tape. Alright, so I got the hole drilled out, put both fittings in, put some tape. I haven't put flex tape here yet, but this is how I'm running the under portion of the wood. So this is for the exhaust, so I know that I run some right here, give it some slack, no big deal. This is for the water trap. I'm just gonna run it straight through like that. I don't want to do a hard line for that, but yeah, in the back of it, it's another screw right there. All right, got the wood in. Whoa, got the wood in. That is not an easy task, dude. It sucks. That's why I don't even record it. It's like, wait. Anyways, got the wood in. Management's on there. Wires come out of here. The only thing I need to fish out is the freaking remote wire. The pink one's in there, but it shouldn't be too hard. You need to lift it up. Well, go from back here. And then I already ran the line for the... Can't even see nothing. Let's stay out. What the hell? Man, I don't even know if the camera's focusing on there, but ran the line down there for the drain for the tank. I still need to do the other end of it with the water trap and everything, which is over here. So it has a straddle valve, so this is so I can go fill up at a gas tank if I needed to. The safety switch. Dang, it's not even take a poop, sir. And then right here is a safety switch. Well, not safety, or both safety and drain, either or. But yeah, this goes on the outside. Yeah, right now I'm gonna start connecting back on the water trap. Goes right here. I forgot to put it on, but it's all good. From there, need to do the wiring again. Oh no, dude! If I got a, oh my god. Okay, we got the line in. Damn, I'm hella tired already. I need to eat some breakfast or something. But got the line in, it's run through right there. I need to put this line back on again, black one, but it's all good. Put the water trap. This goes right here. This should go in here. live border. From there, boom, easy. The distribution block. So that's gonna go somewhere over there, back there. Hopefully everything fits. If not, gonna be pissed. But that shouldn't be too hard. Should be real quick. How I did last time, right? Last week. Okay. So that block has these LED indicators. I don't know if I said it last week when I was demonstrating it, but it has some LED indicators here. For like, for example, the LEDs blow or something like that, I don't have to keep like looking at how deep into it. I just look at the lights and these tell me which ones are blown, if I'm not wrong. But now all I need to do is run my power wire through this block right here, because that's how this end is gonna get power. The wire's gonna run through here, then out to the battery. Got the ground coming out, ground power, got the remote right there. So I'm just gonna dead ass put the battery in and we should be fine. If I blow up, disregard everything I said in this video. If I don't blow up, subscribe, bro. Just subscribe. No blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. Power. Okay, yeah, should be good. Haha. Alright. So now the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Not the actual moment of truth, but if my wiring's correct, I should touch this little pink wire on power. This airlift remote should kick on. What happened? Yeah, boy. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, oops, I kinda. But damn it. Idiot ass food. It was just coming out the bottom. Alright guys, so system's fully aired up. But the hard line's in, I don't hear no leaks. The only leak I had was right here. I just had to push in a little bit more, but it's good now. In the beginning it was leaking from the bottom, but it just stopped. So I'm guessing it was like a little, like, I guess the auto feature. I don't even know, bro. The whole thing's new to me, but I'm gonna turn it back on. Make sure everything shoots out air, I guess, the way it should. Obviously it's just gonna shoot all crazy, but just to test it out. Everything works.
How long has it have EF for?
Yeah. Alright, everything works. So now, time for the pretty stuff. Time to get a new power wire going through, get the ground going through, run that to the front for accessory, delete all this, put the rear bags on, run the airline as the front, and we'll be bagged. Rear seats are out. Alright, just need a zip tie now. I'm good. Just finished putting back the wiring signal and then the wire for the remote. Put it all back together, tight it up, turn back the carpet. I'm trying to get this done as fast as I can now, just because I don't want to make a crazy long video, but it is what it is. But as of right now, the wiring is halfway done. All I need to do is run the power wire. I'm gonna show that right now. man. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my measurements right now. Yeah, dude, this thing is a lot of wire. Start cutting all the wire I need and get to some motherfucking business. Damn, that thing is glazing red hot. Sheesh. But soldered. Learn that little trick on my video I saw the other day. Basically all I did was just get the Phillips, line it up, smack the heck out of it, and just to be safe, I just heated the copper up as hard as I can with the gaps in there. Filled it up with solder. That thing is not coming out anytime soon. Let it cool down though, because it is stupid hot. Ah, it's freaking hot. So for my car, I have a little post that divides the firewall right here. This one runs to my battery. So on the other side, I have both my starter and my battery wire. I'm gonna remove because it's that skinny red one. It should be right here. My fuse box located. Made some brackets for it. It's my prop valve. It's back there. I gotta unbolt the fuse box, so it's not too hard, but it's a little mission. Got the wire in, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but see where my fingers at? That's where the join's at. Yeah, so all you need to do is tighten it because it's still loose, but yeah, this is where my fuse box is at, mounted pretty secure. Still can open everything if I wanted to. But I'm just trying to go ahead and tighten it, and then run the battery to the back. I'm trying to get out of the sun because it's hot, dude. It's hot. For any of my earphones out there, when I tell the cable, am I the only one that has this kind of stuff? Look at that. It's like a bracket that was like made for this kind of wire. Freaking sick, dude. Now you gotta tuck it. Solid way, look at that. Firm. That was badass. But anyways, I already got the wire cut. It's already measured in the back. Just tucking everything. I don't want to keep recording like too much of the wiring or like the way it's done, just because it's gonna make the video super long, and I feel like some of you might have known already how to do it. I'm just trying to help those who haven't. But that's already in there. Tighten that up there. Wires ran through and cut to length. So it's not exactly perfect, but I did it so it can be like kind of good, so I could tuck it there right now. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck everything in, tighten this down, make this side. This is where we're at right now. Run the power wire. Those two in front are good. Tighten it down. The ground. So I just did it right there just to see how the fitment wires. I'm gonna put the seats back on. So this one right here goes to the ground. That one's a little longer because the ground's gonna be on that side, and the power wire runs through here to the power. Boom. So some of you might say that wire's overboard, but I mean, it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm not trying to have anything either dying out on me or not charging or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the interior back together, put the battery back on, and just might go get my bags so I can put the front air lines in. Finally get this done over with already, because I'm tired. I'm just not trying to make another video on the same topic. Woo! Alright guys, so it's been a while since I picked up last picked up the camera. I was just trying to finish everything. I ran the front lines already. Dude, that was up. I'll tell you I haven't done this in a while because I forgot a lot of steps, but basically here's the outside line, goes through right here. And I tucked the carpet back in, not realizing how to run the line, so you guys know what I had to do then again. Then I had to lift up the wood, put the line under that, same goes for the outside. And then connect them right under those. That one, I feel like it's gonna leak. Like, I don't know, I couldn't really get my hand under there, but it is what it is. All I need to do is install the bags and we're done. Like, literally. So check this out. I'm gonna hire hook this up to a constant so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But if I hook this up, I'm a retard, there's no battery connected, but just know it works. It works. High tank pressure, compressor's kicked on. I'm hoping both of them kicked on. But yeah, we're basically done. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just clean up for right now, get everything away, get everything cleaned up. So when I put the bags on, I don't have to worry about anything, put all my wiring stuff away, because all I need is just suspension tools, like 14 and a 17 at the most. But I'm gonna put everything away so I can get cleaned up, go to the storage unit, pick those up, and then I'll pick this video back up right now once I pick them up. Now putting on the bags. These are old, but they are airlift suspension bags with dampening. So when you guys done suspension before, just take off the fork like I showed in my Bros Integra video. But I'm gonna go ahead and just run them through, connect the liner now, and show you how it's gonna look. But nothing out of the ordinary. This fitting was about to hit the control arm right here in front. So what I did, I got these fittings. They're 90-degree, 1/4 NPT male to female. I got them off eBay. I'll put the link in the description below for anyone who wants them. And they brought the fitting, or this, this sits a lot closer towards the bag than the fitting itself, because that fitting was long. So it actually pushed it in more, and now when I jack it up, or like I already checked it, it gives it like almost a 1/4 inch clearance, so I know this is not going to interfere when I air up or air down. It'll air down. Now, another thing I wanted to mention for Integras, EGs, any Civic out there that's like 2000 and below, I'm not sure about older ones like 88s and all that, but or 87s, but right here, let me see if I can shine the light real quick. There's a little notch on the control arm, and that one right there has to be removed. You can grind it off. Once it's fully grinded off, get a flap disc or something, and just grind it on smooth, spray some paint over it, that way it doesn't rust or just look ugly in general. Repaint the whole knuckle if you want, however you want to do it, but make sure you do grind it off, because if not, I've had and I've seen it where my buddies used to have bags not knowing that, and that's how I learned it, is they would put the bag on, air out, do the fun stuff, and then I don't know, we're driving, boom, pops, because that part right there will rub on the bag. I don't care who tells me it won't, it will, because eventually you're gonna need camber regardless, just for the wheel spec you're fitting. I mean, if you're on bags, you're gonna do some show wheels, whatever the case is, so do that prior. I don't have a grinder on me, so I'm gonna put them on like that, test drive it, it shouldn't harm it, and then from there, maybe next weekend or something, I'll do it off camera, just my own time, so I know it's good. And then from there, once the car's on bags, driving, put the rear wheels on, and go on a whole overview of the car to what's done with it. But let me put those fittings on the other side and see if it's not too dark, so I can show you guys how it airs out finale. All Alright, so it's getting pretty dark already, but before I finish this side, I wanted to show you guys what I meant by the fitting, so you can see how it gets close to suspension right there. There's a lot of clearance. Back then it was like right on it. I need to clean these arms up. They're hella have overspray. And then with the knuckle, you can see this one already has it grinded down. I don't know how good it is on the show, it's really dark, but see, it has no little angle to it or nothing. So this one was previously grinded down when I did it myself. But I wanted to show you guys this side before I finished it, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You know, you don't have to cut too much, just chop off the little edge, flap this off, and you're good. And now I'm gonna put the suspension down. Hopefully everything works good, and go wash this thing, cause I got hella vatos in here, bro. Oh, that fool just did. What up, everybody? So yesterday, I think the last thing I recorded was the showing how to put in the bag install, and then well, not the install, but like telling you guys about the knuckles and everything. So it got pretty late, and I was gonna show you guys how the car airs out and everything, but it was pretty dark, so I went to go wash it today. And just before I start editing this video, I wanted to show you guys how everything functions. And I know in the video I said I was gonna mention where this goes. This can honestly just go where, like, once you turn your key, you get ignition power. So like see where's my fuse box panel, like anything you don't want to put on no headlight or nothing like that, because that basically only gets power with the headlight. You can put it like on a wiper washer, or like maybe a rear defroster, the clock radio, that one's a good one. So basically, like, you know, it turns on when the radio turns on, things like that. You would get like a, I forgot what to call, but it just jumps into here and you have two fuses in that one slot, and then you'd connect it in there. Or if your cars have, like, you know, little access spots, these will give out power. Just use your multimeter, and basically once this reads power, this is a constant I'm putting to, just to show you guys that's a constant. That means it's always hot. And always rise on start. That means once it turns on, once it sees power, technically it thought the car turned on, so it's rise on start. So it lifted it up. And right here, there's different presets. You choose what you do with yours. See, it shows right there. That's more of a, well, I need to adjust that, but that's max height, that's preset, that's like driving low, and it's airing out. So if I still don't know how to use this, but basically, like right here, you can choose like your if you want to air this side up more, lower it, things like that nature, if you want to do individual. And then from there, if you want to go into your settings, you either press the middle one with the top and bottom one together. From there, you just choose, you know, operation. All right, you guys, you know, get the gist of it. Calibrate, and then from there to air out. It doesn't air out all the way because I still need to change my top hats out from the front, but that's basically how it sits. So the front, like I said, could go a lot lower. The rear, bro, we took in a donut. But I need to get the rear wheels slapped on. The front, I need to change the top hats, because apparently these, because it still has a lot of room for the arm to touch frame, which is what we want. Change that out, but I'll do it off camera. And yeah, I just went to go wash it. Motherfucker look good. But yeah, so now the car's on bags, I just need to put on or finish getting an alignment, tuning it, so then I can finally drive it, and I can give a whole rundown of what's been done to the whole car itself. But I don't know how long this video is, probably hella long, no clue. But if you guys enjoyed it, learned anything off this, how to install you guys' bags in any car or your Civic, peace out.